19 teams lined up for the Mixed Relay World Championships. France aiming for a third straight title, but stiff competition potentially from the Americans and the British. The event held behind closed doors at the picturesque Stade Park, some 10 kilometres from the usual venue in the city centre. And early on there was a surprise leader. The Austrians, in the shape of Therese Fürsinger, was the quickest in the water. We saw Fürsinger yesterday in the individual race on a two-woman bike breakaway, the first 6 kilometres or so. The big names weren't far behind though. Taylor Spivey, a mainstay of the US team for 2 or 3 years now. That was fine, more in the box than out of it, no penalty. But it was Fürsinger first into the saddle, Spivey right behind her, and in the end there was a group of 13 in the leading pack, and then some stragglers behind them. The Germans, the Portuguese, the Spanish and the Russians all struggling at this stage, along with the Poles and the Irish. Both of they would eventually be lapped. But the field finally began to string out on the run, and it was Georgia Taylor-Brown from Great Britain, victorious in the individual race yesterday, who pretty much took up where she'd left off. All of a sudden, a big gap, and she handed over to young Barclay Izod. No Johnny Brownlee in the British team this time around. Barclay, though, was unable to hold on to the advantage in the water. So once again, a large group of men on the bikes. That was until it quickly became the Christian Blumenfeld show. The Norwegian, so aggressive, with a solo breakaway, and he got himself a 15-second advantage. This Norway's debut in the mixed team relay, and they were absolutely determined to make it count. The run, 1.7 kilometres, just over a mile in old money, and Blumenfeld determined to hand over a decent advantage to Stina Dahl, his teammate. Young and inexperienced, and therefore Blumenfeld knew he had to give her the best possible chance. Blumenfeld superb again. Stina Dahl, though, was about to realise how tough it is competing at this level. Under pressure from the likes of Cassandre Beaugrand of France, Jess Learmonth of Britain and Katie Zafiris of the USA, as the big three decided to make their move. Beaugrand out first, but nothing between her, Zafiris and Learmonth. And this was when the race really began to take shape. The French, the British and the Americans, 1, 2, 3, and not much to choose between them as they came off the bikes and out onto the run. We saw yesterday Learmonth look a bit weary on the run, but she did really well to hang tough. There was nothing between them. They handed over to Dorian Coninx, Alex Yee and Morgan Pearson of France, Britain and the States respectively. Coninx had had a memorable sprint finish with Alex Yee in the test event last year. Didn't want to risk that again, even though he won it just by the width of a vest, and he went for a breakaway on his own and succeeded, coming into T2 with a 16-second advantage over Pearson, with Yee some way further back. And a runner of Konix's ability was never going to be caught. Pearson, to his credit, did close the gap a little bit. Coninx able to ease off and saunter over the line in a time of 1 hour, 18 and 24 seconds. Pearson, an excellent silver for the USA, and Alex Yee came home to give Britain the bronze medal. All about the French, though, another victory.
We just give our best. We are a very good team. We are 4 athletes racing together. It's not always the same athletes in the relay, and we all like each other and help each other, and I think it's the only way to do as best as we can in a team relay.
So a bronze medal for Great Britain, a huge improvement on their 10th place 12 months earlier when they had all kinds of problems. The ultra-consistent Americans taking a well-deserved silver, but at the moment, this French quartet, whichever 4 they choose, looks absolutely unbeatable. 3 in a row in the World Championships.